Well, good morning. This is Wander, and this video is the one of my pre-hike videos that will cover my food, nutrition, and cook system. So with that being said, let me get going and show you what I have. So the first thing I have is a tallow bar. This is tallow or suet, beef suet, and bacon and salt. And I make these up at home. It's very high calorie dense. And this will be what I'll have for breakfast. I'll have one before I leave the RV, and I will take some with me to have if I spend subsequent days on trail where I need breakfast. I did this last year, and it worked great for me. Gave me enough energy to get me going in the morning, and I really like this. Now, you may notice something right away or as I go along that I don't have a lot of candy bars and snacks and stuff like that. I will stop here and just let you know that I practice a carnivore way of eating here at home. And so basically meat or animal-based products, beef, butter, bacon, eggs, that kind of thing. And so I don't eat a lot of carbs. Now I will have some here, as you'll see, on the trail, just because trying to get my calorie intake in to give me enough energy on the trail. So I'll get a few carbs. But for the most part, I don't eat a lot of carbs. So just animal-based products. So that's my breakfast. And after breakfast, what I usually did was around 9 o'clock, I would start going for snacks. And my first thing I have here is my mixed nuts. Now I have these pre-made up at home. I'll put these in a vacuum seal bag, and I have 4 servings in here. And then I'll open these up, as I need the next batch. But what I have here is macadamia nuts, cashews, and mixed nuts from Walmart. I buy a lot of it, mix it into a big bowl, and then this is 1 cup of mixed nuts. It gives me a lot of calories, a lot of energy, and tastes very good. I snack on that as I'm moving. So most of the time, almost all the time, very rarely did I ever stop and sit down for lunch. I almost always just have this in my fanny pack and snack as I go along. The second item I have for a snack, again, prepackaged in a vacuum seal bag, is a 2-ounce package of beef jerky. Now, this is homemade beef jerky. My wife makes it and it's delicious. And this will also eat as I'm moving down trail. And it tastes very good. The third item for my snack as I'm hiking down the trail, and this takes, over time, I don't just gobble it all down, I just snack as I walk, is not Monterey Jack, Colby Jack cheese sticks. I buy the Walmart brand. I'll try to stick a picture here somewhere. And I really like those. Take 4 of those at a time. And but I only will take those on days when I first get on trail. Cheese is not, at least I've read, not good to be kept out multiple days on end without being refrigerated. So it's good for a few hours being out. So I will take those out and eat those on the first day. And that'll be my midday lunch. Now, on certain days when I don't have cheese sticks, on subsequent days where I'm on trail, in place of cheese sticks, then I will substitute or add in a Pro Bar. I buy these by a 12-pack of their variety packs, so each one is different in here. And these are pretty good. They do give me some carbs, so I do get a little bit of carbs on the trail, but I'll burn that off as I hike. So this will be my midday snack, and it works good. I like that. These are pretty good. I've been eating them for years. I don't normally eat them at home just because they are not carnivore product, but I do like these on trail. So that'll be my supper throughout the day. Excuse me, my lunch. Lunches and midday snacks. Now, moving on into supper. My supper meals are very simple. I have Spam singles. I will eat 3 of these for supper, along with a 4-ounce block of Swiss cheese. Now, I'll post that picture here. It's just a Swiss cheese you buy at Walmart. Nothing fancy about it. And that gives me enough calories for supper. Now, last year I took cream cheese, 4-ounce block of cream cheese on the trail, but that's pretty gooey and can get pretty messy. So Swiss cheese gives me about the same amount of calories, so it's no loss there, but it's a lot cleaner to eat. So I'll have that with my Spam. Now, again, the cheese thing, that's good for the first day on trail. if I spend subsequent days on trail where I need the calories, what I'll do is I'll substitute the Swiss cheese for MCT oil. Now I thought about going with olive oil, but I like the taste of MCT oil better. So I will take and put MCT in a 1 ounce bottle and double Ziploc bag this, and that will be my substitute for cheese when I get for my supper. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually does me very well. People talk about having hiker hunger on the trail. Well, after 170 something days on the trail last year and 1,800 something miles, I never had hiker hunger eating this way. So it's very satisfying. It does me good. It doesn't stuff me, but I don't go hungry. Like I said, never had hiker hunger. All right, for my electrolytes, I will have Element and Propel. These are both good by themselves, but I like the flavor. I like to add them together in one bottle because it gives me an extra sweet punch that I really like. So I will have 1 or twice or 2 of these a day. I will have 1 or 2 of these a day while I'm hiking on trail. It works pretty good for me. Now, one thing you might have noticed, I don't have a cook system. Well, all these are finger foods that I can eat without having to mess with the stove. So that makes my pack lighter. I don't do a cold soak either. There's nothing that needs to be rehydrated here. And I actually ate this way when it was cold and below freezing on the trail last year. And it works. So I'm not going to mess with something that's working already. Now I'll keep that all in my bear bag hang kit. This is my personal one that I had made from Hilltop Packs, and I like it. So that is my meals and how I plan on eating on the trail. So if you got any comments or questions, please write them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, y'all have a great day, and I will catch you down trail. Thanks.